Hello, I'm Marty Sweeney. At Matthias Media, our goal is to equip you with resources that fuel gospel growth and that promote disciple making. Not only do we want to produce these resources, we want you to know exactly what they're all about, explain how to use them, and to pass on some of the best tips gathered from thousands of people around the world who are using these same resources. So let's get to the issue, evangelism. Everyone wants it. Everyone says it's a priority, but let's face it, we just don't do it much. No confidence, low motivation, and being short on love are all reasons why most people in churches have little history in sharing the gospel. But we have two resources to help you along the way here. The first is 2 Ways to Live, Know and Share the Gospel, and the second is 6 Steps to Talking About Jesus. The 2 Ways to Live course has been around for many years in various forms and has been a great help to many churches in training people to, as the title says, know and share the gospel. It is based on the popular 2 Ways to Live gospel outline. If you have never come across the 2 Ways to Live track, you can go to the 2 Ways to Live website to read the whole presentation online. The components of the course are simple: a leader's guide, a training DVD, and a participant's workbook. The course is set up like this: 7 sessions, with each session made up of Bible study, discussion, video input, and of course, field practice. You'll need about 1 hour per session, and the course works best in groups of 8 people or less. The other training resource we have is 6 Steps to Talking About Jesus. This is one of the small group resources in the 6 Steps series, a series dedicated to equipping all Christians with basic skills in Christian ministry. And that explains this easy-to-use course. It's 6 basic steps to begin talking about Jesus with your friends, family, co-workers, and even strangers. Each of the 6 sessions is about an hour and is a mixture of video teaching, Bible study, and group discussion. All you need to run the course is a workbook for each participant and a DVD. I've run it with groups of just 4 people all the way up to groups of 20. To help you understand these resources and to know which one fits your needs, let me just answer the questions everyone asks. What is the difference between the two? And when would I use one over the other? 6 Steps to Talking About Jesus is for the group that has no real experience in sharing the gospel and no previous training. It is a primer on evangelism. Or as I tell many pastors, it is for the church where you're challenging the average pew sitter to get up and take some action. You can't expect the world all at once, and so a straightforward, easy-to-remember approach is best. This is what you get with 6 Steps to Talking About Jesus. The 2 Ways to Live course is for the group you want to take a level further, with some challenging but fruitful work in learning and sharing the gospel. It is for the seasoned and mature group of Christians who need some training and confidence in their evangelistic efforts. Let me speak personally for a moment. The 2 Ways to Live training course was where the truths of the gospel really laid a foundation in my life. It was a huge help in understanding the importance of creation, sin, and judgment as the backdrop to Jesus' death and resurrection. As a result, I was much more confident with my ability to explain the gospel and answer questions about it. I'd certainly encourage a church to take a look at both courses in this way. A church should want every person to be taught the basics of evangelism. So make it a goal to get everyone through 6 Steps to Talking About Jesus. During that training, have your leaders keep an eye out for the especially excited and gifted gospel speakers in their groups. After a few months, take those people through 2 Ways to Live training. And if you're the leader, really push the come with me approach to evangelistic training. Get them out there and let them see how helpful it is to have a robust gospel outline to talk through with people. So, everyone possible through 6 Steps to Talking About Jesus, and then build your people towards 2 Ways to Live. Let me just close with this observation. It is common these days for people to disparage canned gospel presentations and courses. And to some extent, this criticism can be valid. But with these 2 training resources, we aren't out to overlay a one-size-fits-all approach to each group or person, nor do we want to have a bunch of people deployed with all the same rote message. Instead, it is our prayer to help you equip a group of people with the confidence and skills needed to talk about Jesus naturally, with their own personalities and style. That's what these courses are designed to develop. Not canned responses and phrases, but a thorough familiarity with the key points of the biblical gospel and the love to share it with the people. As with any of our resources, you can look at our website to find out more information, view video clips, and download sample studies of these courses. Or call our office with any questions or to ask for further suggestions.